Is it live?
No, not live.
Yes, it is. Kindly look.
It is live. It is live.
Stop
It is live.
live.
Yeah. And can we all have our videos on so that we can see each other? And we can then, I'll introduce everybody and then we can kickstart. Ketav, can we please have you muted? Thank you.
Ma'am, when you will start?
Human number 1, kindly mute yourself.
You all.
Yes, we're just starting. Just let me. Okay, good afternoon, friends, and welcome to the Tribe Twin Teen Tribe platform, where we're going to listen to our young learners' journeys, whatever they've been through. A little about the tribe. Myself is Ashita. I'm an unschooling mom to a 3.5-year-old daughter, Sarah, and we started the tribe a year back, giving a platform to people and kids to kind of move in an unschooling and a free way as free learners, as these young friends will share how their journeys have been. And then just I think during the COVID times, I started this platform called the Twin Teen Tribe, where we wanted to learn more from certain grown-up kids. So these young individuals, they will share their beautiful journeys with you, and then we will open up for a round of question answers interaction with them. Yeah. And so I think we are good to go, and let's just have fun and rock and roll. Yeah. Take it on, guys.
Okay, so hello, I am 14 years old. I go to school. I'm in 8th grade, and I love doing robotics and programming. My other hobbies, like excluding robotics and programming, are trekking, cycling, and art and craft. So I am here today because it's the tribe's first birthday, and like we are with a group of homeschoolers, unschoolers, and schoolers. So if you ask me, then according to me, this idea of homeschooling and unschooling is really great, because then we don't get pressure to learn. We get to learn at our own pace, at our own time, our own subjects, whatever we want to learn. We get to follow our passion if we are doing homeschooling or unschooling. So then according to me, it's a really nice concept, and I really like the concept. Thank you.
Thank you. Who's going next? Spider-Man, do you want to start?
Yes. My name is Spider-Man, and I like to cook, and I like to cycle. Uh, I like to play with my friends, and I like art and craft. My favorite, I like I like unschooling because I can make a new where I why I like homeschooling is because drink whenever I want water, because at school there was a one fixed time, so we could only drink the water in the break. That's why I like homeschooling.
Okay, thank you, Spider-Man. Who's next?
Hello, hi, sup peeps. Welcome here. So a few things about me is I love to cook and I love to play with my friends. I also like to dance. Especially I like to just laze around and watch my movies and TV shows all day long. And I am a unschooler and it's pretty interesting and I really enjoy it. Over to anybody else.
Hello. Hi, and hey everyone. Something about me, for you to know that I am a big snack hole. I love snacks and I love to watch Netflix. It's the main thing I want to do. And I'm really into singing. I love to sing. I love to do photography. I love to do everything. Yeah, so that's me, and I love my life. I love unschooling. It has been a great thing for me since I have left school. It was very sad at times, but still, it's very good now. So thank you. Over to the next one, whoever.
Okay, Nature's Beauty, do you want to take on?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I'm 10. I like nature. I'm homeschooling. I used to go to school till 4th grade. I left school after that, and I'm enjoying homeschooling because you can do the studies that you want at your pace, at your time. I'm loving homeschooling a lot, and yes, I can follow my dreams, and I want to become a wildlife biologist, so I'm going to study hard for that.
Great. And we have, Directioner 28.
Yeah. So I am a 14-year-old. I've been homeschooling for about 4 years. I love to. I do music. I play guitar. I'm learning piano. I record in my studio. I cook a lot. I love cooking. I'm baking these days a lot, and I love animals. I volunteer at a shelter. I'm fostering kittens right now. They're asleep, and yeah, unschooling gives me time to do whatever I want whenever I want. So basically, in the middle of my class at school, I couldn't just get up and go listen to music or something, but I can do that now. So it's amazing.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Anaya, do you want to take it on?
You see, now you're pulling it.
And I like staying home. I used to go to school since about 1.5 years or 2 years, and I really enjoy homeschooling, and I really like watching Netflix, and I like playing down and like cycling.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. So great. This was a brief intro about our unschoolers, homeschoolers, schoolers, between us all. So what we would also like to know about each one of you is that, some of you have been to school, some of you have started, or you're still looking to join the unschooling or the homeschooling gang. So if you could, each one of you could tell a little in detail as to how your journey started and when it started, what happened. That would be interesting to know. There'd be many students, um, thinking, um, especially during these COVID times. So your kind of experience will help them understand, inspire them. So yes, please take on and share your journey. Anybody could go ahead.
Okay, shall I?
Yes, absolutely. And after you do that, just tag someone who can
Yeah,
go next.
sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
My schooling life or maybe homeschooling life is kind of okay and not okay, because some parts I miss about school, but there are a lot of parts I am happy about. So I used to go to school till fourth grade, and it was very nice, friends and all that. But I had to study their curriculum. I could not go the way I wanted. In the sense, I had to follow their curriculum. I had to follow all of their studies. I could not do out of mine. Like up till 10th grade, we do not have biology, and I wanted to do biology at my grade, but I was not allowed. And then I was like, why am I going to be choosing? Like, why are they going to be choosing what I'm going to be studying? So I decided. My mom took me off school. I was homeschooling, and now I'm homeschooling for around 1.5 or 2 years, and yeah, I'm happily enjoying. I want to become a wildlife biology. I'm doing workshops. I'm doing as much as I can. I'm doing courses, and I'm trying my best to achieve my dreams and my goals. And yeah, that's my life.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Nature's Beauty. Yes. Who do you tag next?
Tag Queen.
Hi everybody. Um, my homeschooling journey started back in fifth grade. It was in between of my term when my mom said ki we might be doing homeschooling from the next year. Now I didn't know much about homeschooling, but I knew what it was. All I knew was it was just me sitting at home and doing my schoolwork. So I was pretty excited for that, and yeah, I kept waiting, and I got to know that I started homeschooling after my summer vacation, which made me a bit sad because I wanted to tell all my friends for the last time ki I'm leaving, and I wanted to keep in touch with them, but because it was such a shock and my mom told me not to tell anyone, it put me in a bad mood. But I was still very excited for the fact that so many new things I can do. I can wake up at my own time. I don't have to wake up at 6 o'clock, and so much more. Well, that was really good. And but even though it was, there were such good parts of it, some of the negative parts started to take a toll on me. Uh, from people, negative comments coming from people like them always questioning the fact ki, oh, how will you get a school degree? Well, how will you get a degree? Or oh, how will you socialize? And even though I used to just make a smart, witty comment on that and leave it, it still is to sting a bit. Ki, what if this does not happen? What if their saying comes true? Which and with personally myself also, I didn't plan on anything with my homeschooling, so there was not much of a structure, uh, which really put me in a bad mood, because even though I like to say I like free stuff and all, I everybody likes a bit of a structure. So after some time, when I started to read into what homeschooling is, how to efficiently do it, I started talking with my mom, and we planned out things for me to do. Started seeing more courses. Like I'm right now doing NIOS course, which is as good as a school's course like ICSE, CBC, but it is more. Uh, more my pace and my way. And right now I'm in eighth, and after I finish my eighth studies, I will be sitting for an exam, which is something which is something that would help me a lot. And for every homeschooler or unschooler or somebody thinking about doing it, you don't have to worry about not getting into a good college or anything like that. Because for the college part, which was I was worried the most, colleges actually look out for homeschoolers because that is something different. So as long as you do something different and you now show that you are you can bring something unique, everything will make a path for itself. I would like human number one to continue on.
So hello, it's me again. Yes. So yeah, so my journey started when I was in seventh grade. Me and my family were thinking that to just do homeschooling for like one test or something. Um, like me and my family thought that homeschooling means ki just come to our home and just learn what you learn in school. Yeah, so that's one major thing we did. We thought, but when we just start learning more about it, that how it works and what happens during that times, we got to know more about how do we place this down in our life, like homeschooling. How do we place it down? So I was right. It was confusing and very, yeah, it was confusing. Then we came across a term called unschooling. So unschooling was also good. Like I actually really liked it because it was not like a perfect curriculum. Like we could just make our own studies, like कि क्या पढ़ना है, or like what you have to learn, what you have to speak and talk and all. So I felt very interesting that I I could do whatever I want the whole day, the whole year. So I was very pumped up about that. And like so when the seventh year ended, I started unschooling. And like the first 3 or 4 months, it was very hard and confusing. Like I had to go do so much of laziness, and like I was very unsure what to do the whole day. As to just laze around and just think a lot what to do next. I should just go round and round in the house and doing and and doing nil. Then when I got used to it, like I found out some of my interests. Like cooking was already one of my interests. So I did more of baking, cooking, and all that stuff. And like now I still do that. And I also like to do drumming. See, drumming I also found in this unschooling time that like I want to do drumming, and so I have a drum set over here. Like I go to drum classes to learn drums. So yeah, like unschooling has been great. And I tag now some um Spider-Man.
Yes, Spider-Man, come in. We need your help.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Spider-Man. So what about your journey?
I'm in third grade, and I want homeschool because I like school. So I didn't like I didn't like homeschool. Sister it's at afternoon, and I when my studies were over, I can't play with her. So that's why I went to school and I came at 6 o'clock. So that time I can play with me. And my favorite hobby is to cook and to play and to watch TV.
Okay. So you go to school, right? Urin? Spider-Man, are you there? I think we do have a bit of a connectivity issue, is it? All right. So I just said that you go to school, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you do go to school right now. And you kind of do other things, and you sharing how things are at school.
I want to talk.
Yes, we'll give you a turn. Yeah, let your friends finish and then we'll come back to you. Okay. I think there's a network issue. Can we have the next direction 28? Do you want to take it on
Yeah.
with your journey?
Yeah.
Can we have your video too? Yeah, thank you.
So I've been homeschooling for a long time now. This is my 4th year homeschooling. Uh, my journey started like we just wanted to try out homeschooling, how it is like to have more free time, because we wanted to travel more. So we just tried it out for about 6 months, and my ex school principal, she said, if you don't like it after 6 months, you can rejoin. It's fine. So we liked it. We continued. I traveled a lot the first 1 or 2 years. Uh, and I can do much more like stuff that I want. I have lots of free time. In the first few days, I didn't know what to do, so I just lie around the house. Now I'm fostering, I'm baking, doing music, everything, and I also draw a lot of portraits. And I think before unschooling, all my days were all very crumpled up, like school, then come back from school, do homework, do classes, and then go to sleep, and then keep doing that 24/7. And now all of that is gone. Nothing is there, and my whole everything is free. So there's lots of things I wouldn't have found out that I like. I wouldn't have gotten interest into if I was still in school. And yeah.
All right.
So
yeah, please, if you
yeah,
have something.
I pass it on to
Yes.
Captain America.
Captain America is before that. We'll just go to Anaya, if that's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. All right, Anaya.
My name is Anaya, and I started going to school, but I always wondered that what would it be to not go to school. So I told my mother that I don't want to go to school now. So she said, okay. She talked to the principal, and then I got out of school. But then, then my school was in Vietnam. So then when I got out of school, I was staying home and learning. Then my mother came across homeschooling. So she found something called homeschooling. And then I started homeschooling, and then I used to stay home, learn, play. And then only in that society which I was living in, I learned to swim there. And I had more time to do other things of my own. And then we recently shifted to Pune, my grandparents' home. So there I met new friends and close by. In another society, I met new friends. So then I used to go there to play with them, and
I used to enjoy there. Then my grandfather decided to move to another house, which I'm living now. It's it's called Park Express. So here again, I made many more friends than usual. And I always like to go down and play in the playground, and I I do many things at home these days, even before. And mm I used to bake a lot. My grandmother taught me how to bake uh, amazing cakes. So then, just like when the lock, just when the lockdown came, like the mouses were not coming, any of the maids. So then I started I got used to cooking. I got used to cleaning. But I used to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then I enjoyed that. And then I used to do many things these days I like to build many things like Lego, and I like baking. So then now my mother's also put like she's grown many plants in our garden, and I like going there, sitting, sometimes watering the plants. I like seeing the creepers going everywhere, and
Okay, so can we safely say that you're absolutely enjoying your unschooling period right now,
yeah.
Anaya? Yeah, in one sentence. Okay, great. Thank you. Before that, I'll just come back to nature's beauty as there was something that she missed out on and would like to share with us. Yes, nature's beauty.
Yeah, did you say me?
Yes, please go ahead. Please share.
Um, okay, so I'll share a little bit about me. As in I'm homeschooling, that I just said, and so what I think about homeschooling, the one thing that I mainly focus on is a homeschool. If you're saying that school means revolving your whole day around school. You cannot do anything else other than school, right? It just revolves your day around. From 6 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I just have to be there. But when I'm homeschooling, I can do a lot of things. Like I have 6 cats. I can pay more attention to them. I can love them. I can sleep with them. I can cuddle them. I can do everything throughout the day. I can add also feeding stray cats. I feed stray cats in my building, a lot of them, and like the food we have of our cats, we just gather that up and feed it to the stray cats instead of wasting it. I feed stray cats, and I host workshops for children. So after I passed my butterfly course. In butterfly identification, butterfly attraction, and all that, I decided I wanted to share my knowledge with a few other people, and I started butterfly workshops. I did one of my workshops for the Twin tribe, and my other workshops were for children with one of my friend named Amish. We've started doing that. We are planning after the lockdown to do some nature treks with kids, so that we can bring alive nature and everyone. Yeah, also like I just want to spend the day doing something really nice. Yesterday I got an interview from someone uh, of my butterfly course. There were other kids also, other kids, no other grown-ups who got the interview as well, but I was one of them. And yeah, I think I like sharing things with others, and um, life of homeschooling is amazing because I can do what I like to do the most. So yes.
Okay, so I think that's a common thread amongst all of you, where each one of you are loving the fact that you're given the space to do what you want to do and when you want to do it, right? Is that correct? So, all right. Before I kind of, since I've heard so much and there are so many questions on my mind, I would like to know as to who is there behind Nature's Beauty. So, Nature's Beauty is a lovely name in itself, but is that your real name, or is that your homeschooling or unschooling name?
Not my real name.
Okay, so can we have your name, please?
Tanya.
Tanya. Okay, thank you. What about others? Human number one, Directioner 28. Spill out your beans. Come
My
on.
name is Hia.
Hia. All right. Thank you, Hia.
My name is Nia. Nia. Nia.
Okay. That rhymes. All right, Nia. Nia. Thank you. How about others? Rhetorics. Yes, Captain America. Go ahead.
My name is Keto.
All right. Hi, Keto. Welcome. Yes, Spider-Man, Retronics King.
So my
Yes.
name is Riyansh Kapadia.
Okay, lovely. Hi, Riyansh. Spider-Man, where are you?
Sumedha.
Okay, hi,
Yeah.
Sumedh.
Yeah, my name is Sumedra.
Okay, hi, Sumedh. Yes, Spider-Man, what's your name?
My name is Dhyan.
Dhyan. Okay, hi, Dhyan. All right. Before I kind of, pitch in and ask or things like that, Riyansh, you did mention that you're still in school, right?
Yes.
Yes. So, is there something that you would want to know a little more from them if you want to start your homeschooling journey? Are there any questions that you would like to kind of have
I
answers
keep
to?
having this question, but then like I don't get proper answers for my question.
Ask. Just ask. Because
Okay.
what's your question?
Okay, so my question is that the unschoolers, not homeschoolers, unschoolers, they once I talked with Sumit, he's an unschooler. So he told, I asked him about when you grow up and if you want a degree, then how will you get the degree if you are unschooling? Then some people tell that we can take the degree from NIS. Some people don't want a degree. So that's what.
Okay. So, is there someone amongst you who is following this journey of homeschooling or unschooling would like to kind of share your views on it? Sumedh, Nia, Danya?
Uh, eh, if you want, can I answer?
Yes, please go ahead.
As you said that if you're unschooling and you wanted a degree, so unschooling, from what I've learned, is a concept which is of how it is guided by the child. The child decides what they want. If the child is like it is not following a certain curriculum, like in homeschooling, the child is given the curriculum and they're like कि लो ये करो, and in unschooling it's like the child is asked कि बताओ what do you want to do.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's probably her connectivity.
Should I say something?
Yes, please.
So there are actually a few ways to do that. First, there are a lot of universities around the world globe, even in Mumbai, Maharashtra, everywhere. There are some universities that take in kids who are unschooling and homeschooling from like some old grades, and then they you give the exams and then you get your degree. You can do that. Or this IGCSE, NIOS. I'm following IGCSE. There's NIOS. There's a lot of things where you can go to your school, give the exam, come get a degree, and go to college or wherever, and then start your own what thing that you want to do, and then you're just free to do what you want to do. So it's not like just because you're an unschooler you can't get a degree, or just because you're homeschooler you can't get a degree, because every single one of my friends in this building is like, oh, you're not smarter than us, oh, you're like this, oh, you'll never go to school, oh, you're like, and I'm like, I don't care. It's my life. I can do what I want. And if you think that you don't want to homeschool, it's completely fine. But I think that if I want to follow it, there's no one can stop me. And it's not like less smart and they are more smart or anything. That's just what they believe, and I can't change what they believe, but I can change what I believe because I know that I am not. That's not true. Because every time, every friend of mine in this building is like, okay, how are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? And I just don't want to answer that. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I am doing homeschooling and I like that the most, and that's what I will follow. And I don't actually really care or understand about their opinion because I want to follow what I want to do, and my passion is what matters the most. So yes.
Thank you, Dane. That's quite inspiring. Riansh, do you feel a little more inspired yet, or you still want to take your time? Yes. Okay. So, May, do you have any views or any kind of feelings about this that you would like to share?
My thing is that like जो करना है करो, like it's your choice, like you can do anything you want, like as me and Daniel said, like it's the self's choice. If he or she wants to do it, they they will do it, obviously. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But I think
Yeah.
what Riansh is, what I can hear from Riansh's, question is the doubt that, what if I choose to unschool, right, Riansh, not homeschool?
Unschool or homeschool, both are an
Unschool or
option.
homeschool, all right. So, and he wishes to be an engineer. So, you want to kind
Yeah.
of take a degree in engineering.
Yeah, so we can do that, obviously.
Yeah, you can go to some
Yeah.
universities and do that, and they'll give you
And
the exam. And
NIOS, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
NIOS can give you like 10, 12 ka exam, then you can just get go to like some college or something. You can get your engineer's degree.
Yeah, that is what I am going to be doing. I'm going to sit
Yeah.
for my exams and I will be getting a certification, a proper certification saying that I have done this schooling and I have graduated in this. And then rest of the things like to build up a college resume, these things you need to really research about and really ask a lot of people about to know the right way, because not every other person has their own different path to a certain point.
Yeah.
So you can just listen, ask more as many people as you can in who are homeschooling or unschooling, and you can see what they how they are going to achieve that. And if you see a thing that might be really a path that might be easier for you, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Riansh, that helps you? Here, do you
Yes.
want to come in here and also kind of share what are your plans? Are you going to be, do you have a plan yet to pursue a degree, or
Yeah,
is
I
it?
do. I do.
Yeah. Okay. Do you
I'm
want to share
going to be
something?
giving my 10th grade in 2 years. In my 10th grade exam, then I will give my 12th. There's really not much difference if you do homeschooling or unschooling or schooling.
Like have you done the exam?
No,
Have you done it?
I'm still in 9th grade.
Acha,
Just
okay.
giving 10th.
Yeah. Like I was thinking to, but my mind said not to. Yeah. I was thinking to do it, but it's kind it's kind
Because it's really hard to go into colleges and stuff or to get a job if you don't have 10th grade like exam.
yes. 12th
You
even
have
is
to give 10th and 12th. But other than that, you don't really have to do anything different.
yeah.
No difference.
So what I hear is that we need. I mean, it'll be in a good spot to be if we have a 10th standard degree,
Yeah,
right?
everything would be much easier to do.
Everything.
Otherwise, you'll have to fill all kinds of forms and it'll be very, very hard to get.
Okay, okay. But if we pursue it through NIOS, and since we have the option of taking certain standard or grade exams, or do we have to do it on a regular basis, or can we just apply for the 10th standard directly?
No, you can just apply directly. You don't have to go through 8.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't need the previous certificates.
See, the age matters. Like a 14 plus can just take the 10 yeah. Below 14, yeah. 8.
Below 40, yeah, NIS has an age limit rather than a standard wise thing.
Standard limit.
Yeah, so I have to be minimum 14 if I want to apply for my 10. That is why I am doing 8 so that I can build up to the level.
Okay, all right. Okay, great. So I thought that suddenly you developed a passion for studying and taking exams, leaving school. So okay, nice. Riansh, is there anything else that you would want to question?
No.
Okay. So I also wanted to understand, of course, my daughter is like really young, and I'm not a big fan of exams either. I never was during my school days or college days, or even after that when I pursued certain courses. But how does it look? So trying to understand the difference between homeschooling and unschooling, what would you say is the major difference?
For what I think is that unschooling is more on the, it has a very flexible curriculum. Like it is dependent on what the child wants. If the child wants to learn this level of some subject, that child can learn this level of that. In homeschooling, it's not. You can choose the subjects you want to learn, but you have to learn that itself. So it even though homeschooling might be a bit lenient, it still has a backbone, it has a structure to it. While unschooling is for the kids who like a very flexible curriculum, like it would be changed to according to their preference. Like if a kid who is unschooling wants to do psychology and has enough knowledge of till 8th grade like for a certain level of psychology, uh, he or she may go to a higher can directly go to a higher level that rather than climbing the ladders, like how homeschooling is.
Okay, so Nia, when you say that certain level of knowledge, does that mean or entail a certificate also, or does that mean that you kind of learning or from any kind of resources around you?
Ashita and A.
Yes.
So I think one major difference, the one that I can find, in my opinion, the major difference would be homeschooling is like Nia said, a structure, basically like a following something. But I have mix of unschooling and homeschooling, but the majorly homeschooling is like something that you follow, like IGCSE. So if you're doing a subject, you have to stick to the way IGCSE is doing. You can also mix up a little, but you have to stay like a structure, like a backbone, like Nia said.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, while unschooling you can do anything. You can do NIOS, you can choose any subject. Like it's not like you have to stick to a particular pattern, like IGCSE, also like unlike homeschooling, it's sticking to one thing. But in unschooling, you can do any kind of curriculum you want. You give your exam and you get your degree, and
You can study anything like rocket science or like anything.
Yes.
Like it's
Yes.
open to everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the perspective.
Okay. I get that. Thank you for that
I think
clarification.
rocket science was too much.
So, Sumit, coming back to the rocket science again, what I just asked Nia is that, the level of information or knowledge that you kind of collecting, as she said about psychology. So if I wish to kind of enter, university or a degree course for psychology, and I've only learned it myself, I don't have a degree before entering a college, would that allow or entail me to kind of take it on or go further?
I don't think like they won't allow you in the college like if you don't have like a right certification.
Right. Okay. So
like,
we are
if you want to just take that, yeah.
Every college and or university has their own qualifications of getting into that college.
Yeah.
So if you suffice that, if you have like if you suffice that much, Like they need a certificate that you passed your 10th or you passed your 12th. You're
Correct.
an undergrad. They need that. So
Correct.
then you give it, and that is the thing.
So, which means that all of you, I mean, what I understand, have ample space and ample freedom and ample time to do things or pursue things, yet you have to keep up a goal and an ambition to kind of work
Yes.
towards.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you do
Yeah.
have your dreams alive of,
Yeah.
getting into a certain university or taking up a certain course or working somewhere. Is that right?
Yeah, like, but I'm still
Ma'am,
unaware
in
ki
case
where do
of
I want to
me,
go.
not work.
Like, I'm still unaware that ki where I want to go to for a yeah, like I'm still unaware of that whole college thing and all. But yeah, but that's the case. Yes.
Okay, but you're okay with it, right? I mean, you haven't planned or you haven't thought of
No,
until
no,
now, and
not
you're
yet.
comfortable being where you are. It doesn't bother you if
Yeah.
certain friends of yours or group of people you may know or in your friend circle, they already know. You're absolutely happy to be where you are and kind of take it step
Not
by step.
so much, but yeah, like it's it's my life. Like I never take it the slow way.
Okay,
To first think of it a lot and do it.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, sounds good. Thank you. Here, do you want to say something somewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
in school it's more like you do first year you do a bit, then second grade, then third grade. So it's all divided into portions. But in unschooling, you can do studies of 5 years in 2 years, or you can distribute it any ways you want, and you can then give your tenths or whatever goal you have. But in school, it's like properly divided and distributed, like this part now, then this part, this part. So in unschooling, you can choose. I want to do this now. I want to do that.
Okay, great.
Uh,
Yeah.
Excuse me, here I have a question.
Yes, please.
I just heard Nia say that I'm kind of giving my eighth grade because I'm not at 14 years old, and so that I can build into that. That's the word she used, like so building up into giving the 10th later on. So my question to unschoolers is it actually necessary that we build into something, or can we just directly go into the 40 like when you give the 10th exam?
Uh,
So is there need what where that need comes from? I just want to understand.
yeah. For me, I think the reason that some people think that we should, kids or people think that you should build into that 10th star is because that for me, I am unsure that I have enough of the knowledge and especially writing speed, or I am not trained enough to give in 10th exam, because what I've heard from people who have given their 10th exam, it is a pretty hectic thing, and I don't think that I have the enough skills to give that right now. For the kids who are like, oh no, I have the writing, I can write really fast, I know my 10th stuff, I know this, they think that they pass the criteria, and also the age criteria, they are like, okay, then I'm like, they should go for it, they should go for the 10th directly instead of going through 8th, 9th, 10th. If they know their stuff, if they have the skills and all to do their test, then they can go directly. But for me, I want to slowly get into that so that I know how my test. I can have some time to train for my 10th.
Thank you for that, Nia, and very beautifully and very articulately explained. So, yeah, that brings me to the second question for unschoolers in general. Like after so many years of yeah, what she said, like not maybe my writing speed may not match, and all those things. After so many years of not actually what actively studying and writing and reading, and one fine day, like when you decide that you need to have a admission into a college and you need to give this 10th and 12th for that, how confident are you, or how do you think will you cope up with the studies, and again the whole thing about reading and writing, putting it on paper, because for the certificate, even though as unschoolers, maybe you know that certificate is just a paper, but still there's a process to it. So how do you think an unschooler can cope with that, or from where does that confidence come from, that I could do it whenever I want to do it? I just want to understand.
Yeah, anybody, please feel free to answer here if you want to come in. Anaya, if you want to say something.
Um, okay, I
Yeah,
guess I'll go. Yeah.
yeah, please.
For me, I think that the confidence of okay, I think I can do my 10th. It comes naturally because because I think it would always come naturally. Of course there will be self doubt because it's such a big thing. Your 10th you're giving, but part of you will always feel like no, you can do it because you have done this, you have done that, you know this. So so encouragement is needed, like from the parent side. You need to encourage your child ki, see, I know that you know your 10th class stuff. I know that you can write really fast. I know you can now create a proper sentence for the question. So encouragement is needed, but but that confidence of the child comes naturally. It will be side by side with self doubt, but it will come naturally.
Okay, so
Yeah, go ahead, Danya.
I think, yeah, I think I agree kind of with Mia. And yes, the self confidence comes on your own. You can expect, you can't like just forcefully give anything on you, because the self confidence is just something that comes naturally to all people. Like she said, yeah, you will have doubts like what is going to happen, how are we going to do, or whatever. But the self confidence and the parents' encouragement, like my mother encouraged me to do like everything, like you can do this. I don't like, you can like seriously do this and you don't have anything to worry about. You're literally already doing your stuff so good, and you don't need to, put any pressure on yourself saying that okay, I cannot do this. And if you keep saying and humiliating yourself saying that I cannot do this, I cannot do this, you're never going to be able to do this. You have to encourage yourself. Other than people encouraging you, you're going to have to encourage yourself to do it, instead of just like saying to yourself that okay, you cannot do this, okay, you cannot do that, I know you cannot do that. But you're supposed to be saying that yeah, I can do this, it's very easy, I can do this, and I will do my best. And one thing that really matters to me is, as long as I do my best, as long as I know that I've done my best, I don't even need to worry about if I fail, if I pass, if I whatever, because I know myself that I did my best and I can't do anything better than that. So yes.
Yeah, and I think even in like when you're in school, you have lots of like peer pressure on you. Like, what if he does better than me? What if I get the lowest scores in class? But like while unschooling, you don't have anybody around you. You just have to believe in yourself and do the best you can. You don't have any like pressure on you.
Thanks, Sia. The other thing that was actually kind of working on my mind while I was listening to all three of you is that, yes, there's no pressure. But what about that competition? Doesn't competition kind of motivate oneself, or,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
eggs you
because
to go on?
yeah,
And
it makes you, it kind of makes you think. What, 1 minute, huh? Yeah, it kind of makes you want to think that oh my god, okay, like the competitiveness. Oh my god, wait, what is happening? Hold on. Yeah, the competitive. Why am I a cat?
Tanya is turning into a cat. Oh my god.
So sorry. Oh my god, whatever. Okay.
Uh,
So I'll change it. I'm so sorry.
oh, wait,
Okay.
I'll do the needful. You carry on, Danya. Don't worry.
Okay, so yeah, I was saying that yeah, the competitiveness makes you want to kind of go higher than everybody else. Like it makes you, encourages you, and it it makes you want to go above everybody. And then after you won everything and all that, this is feeling of this joy in you that okay, yeah, I have overcome everything. So competitiveness is also something that gets you up a little bit more. So yeah, it's needed a little bit, not too much, not an exaggeration, but in a little, yeah, you should
Yeah,
have a little competition.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You can't really control how much pressure people put on you, right? So uh, everybody has a breaking point. Like I can't go above this much. This is the best I can give. But if my classmate goes like this percent and I'm stuck here, then I will feel bad about myself. I will have self doubt, and then I'll just yeah.
Okay.
I won't be happy. Up like I have a breaking point. Everybody does. I can't go up.
Something, yeah,
Yes.
something that would help lower that competitiveness to create a healthy competition that motivates each other is to learn the fact that everybody, he has said, everybody has a point, and if somebody excels that, you don't have to now somebody doesn't have to be like, hey, dekho, he or she was better than you, like, oh, this or that, which is something very commonly done, and which you should not do to yourself. You should not compare yourself just because now people do that. Like, you shouldn't be like, oh, he got a better marks than me. That does not matter. You did the best you could do. So something to normalize the fact that this shouldn't be there. The competitiveness, the comparison shouldn't be there, because it can get very unhealthy for the student or the kids with the whole thing.
Right, right. Totally understand. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Anaya, do you want to say something? A few words on this? Do you feel competition helps, or, you've been to school and at this age, what do you think? Anaya, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I don't
You
think
want-
she got the question. I think so.
Yes. Okay. Anaya, did you? So what we're asking is that how, since you're all kind of working at home, unschooling or homeschooling, either of the paths, do you kind of feel that competition to move on, or do you think competition is healthy? Because you've been to school also, you've seen that side also, and now that you are kind of unschooling, what do you think is a better place to be in?
Um,
Do you feel competition helped you then in school, or do you find any competition now?
I
I don't think she's really experienced that because
Okay.
we, family, we haven't had that kind of a spirit. So, वो समझना बड़ा मुश्किल है
Okay,
उसे.
fair enough. So I think it's fair to say that the family, the environment also matters a lot in what we're doing and how we kind of guided to look further and at everything, right? So yeah, we can open the questions to the audience also. And Suma wants to know from all of you that how do you guys want to write your exams, or is that a kind of natural feeling?
Like I'm
For
still
the
unsure.
career or for the like job kind of perspective, then we need to write our exams, because in this in this nowadays, without a degree or without a certificate that you have written your exam, you don't even get a proper salary in your job.
That is another
That is
thing.
not. Yeah.
That
Yes.
is
Sorry,
something
Sumit wanted to say.
yeah.
No.
Okay, Nia.
Yeah. So what for the thing I wanted to become, I wanted to become a philosopher slash professor. For that, I need to have a certification that I did my exams, that I completed my 12th, and for for certain career paths you need a educator, you need an exam certification, and for certain you don't. Like a lot of tech companies have said that we just need you to be educated till 10th and then you can apply for our job. Then it just is up to your creativity and your skills. So there are a lot of companies that are turning this. They are seeing that education is not as same as knowledge, which is something that should be differentiated, education and knowledge. Yes, Sumit.
Yeah, like one more thing. See, like there's some places where you like just go and just for a job interview, people just don't ask your qualifications. They only ask for talents, like Google or like small startup things. Like ask only for talent only. So like that may change through these years, but still India is like that key degree love or job cow.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it also
Uh, I
depends
just,
on your goal.
I just
Sorry, here
wanted.
we couldn't hear you. Sorry, just a
It
minute,
also
Nia.
depends on the goal you have. If you have like I want
Yeah.
to become a teacher or something, then you need to have that. But if you're like, I just want to open an art shop, then you don't need to have that.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
like same thing my sister is doing. She's not pursuing a degree because she is not planning on going into an academic field, or she's not going into a field that needs a degree. She wants to become an artist, so she's not planning on getting a degree for it. She's planning on learning it, but she's not planning to get a degree in it.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair
We
enough.
have some more questions in the chat
Yeah,
box.
actually,
Yes,
yeah, I was just going to say
yes,
that.
yes. So I'm going to take up Neha Garg's question. She asks you, how do you build your social circle? Because school
Uh,
is a great place for emotional well-being. So how do you manage that?
uh,
There are certain unschooling circles also, like
yeah,
people around you, unschoolers around you. We all come together and have meet and greets and stuff like that.
yeah,
We keep connecting with each other whenever we're bored.
yeah,
Okay.
like,
And like in these times where we can't meet them, we have like phone calls, connections, chat, and all, like, and video calls, and see, like I have like my own friends group online. Like there's this server called like this is thing called Unpad server, like where like all the unschoolers come and just talk about things. So over there, like I made so many new friends, and even Mia is also there. And like, and personally, I have like my own gaming friends group, and we always we like every day we play like together, and it's fun. Yeah, like we bond a lot in that.
yeah, this is a question that a lot of homeschoolers and
Yeah,
unschoolers get. The biggest question that we get is the fact, how do you socialize? And there are numerous way to socialize. There is now meet. You can actually meet people, like you can face to face. There you can do a lot of stuff. There are a lot of meet and greets that happen around. There are, if you just search for it, you will see a lot
yeah,
many options that a homeschooler and unschooler can do. But an option that I like the best is online, because the whole world is now online. It is a very good thing, because I enjoy that. Like he said, we are on there is a Discord app, and on that there are different servers where a group of people can just meet and talk. So we socialize online, we can socialize in front, but it's just a bit difficult for us to find ways to do it in unlike people in school. They're just sitting in a classroom together. For us, it's a bit difficult, not that much, but we also have our ways of socializing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So,
Yeah. Yes, Riyansh.
some people usually tell that school is the best place to make friends, to socialize. Me being in school, also, I will disagree with those people, because there are many other places where or apps where we can make friends. It's not just one
Yes.
place which is school where we can make
Yeah.
friends.
Okay, and I think in the beginning, Anaya did mention that she's traveled a bit. Anaya, do you want to talk about that? That she's moved to a new space where she's made new friends and a lot more friends.
So here when I stay here, I have been traveling a lot too. I traveled to Chennai, and there we had a lot of fun. There was a actually program where my grandfather and my mother were going for. And then when we came back, two people which I know, which are my grandfather's friends, were there. I had actually put up a craft stall with my didi somewhere. There's an event. It was called Art Meets Craft, and I was making all the crafts to sell. My didi was making all the arts to sell. And that time my grandfather's friends were also there. And then when we came back, I had a lot also. Like I didn't, I sold a lot, and I got so many home.
So that was, yeah, sorry. So that was an opportunity where you could do stuff, you could share what you've done, what you've made, your creativity, as well as interact with new people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Thank you. So also, Neha Garg, which I also wanted to ask you, but yes, so being, as Sumedh also mentioned, initially in his talk, that it took him time to get back and he felt very lazy and he was, going in circles at home. So how do you maintain a schedule or discipline for yourself, and keep yourselves updated as to what's happening, keep yourselves connected with the outside world? What would you like to say? Each one of you can, share something about it.
Like actually, I have no schedule. I have no schedule at all. I am a free person.
Yeah, I don't think we have schedules now.
Yeah, and like the news I see every day on my phone, so I keep pushing with the outside world too. So, so I'm not like inside this only all the time.
For me, I do have not exactly a schedule, but I have things to do. I have a to-do list, and I'm told to finish that in the day. So that is something that I find very good, because I don't like a proper schedule, because I think it's a bit this bit enclosed for me. So to-do lists are a very good thing, and we also get like a reward system, where we get a point, or put 2 points accordingly to the chores we do. So, and those points, rather than money, we get it in minutes. So we have extended time on our phone, or we have extended time on, when this was before quarantine, we got this extended time on visiting our friends. So that our parents pay us in time. So for people who like motivation to do stuff, a reward system is really good to create a schedule. But yeah, that's how I keep my schedule.
Okay, lovely. Now Natasha is asking you, what is this, unpad? Sumedh, do you want to kind of take it, Sumedh or Nia, the online group for unschoolers?
Yeah.
Yeah, this like it's an online Discord server where like there's like thousands of but like hundreds of unschoolers and homeschoolers who come and talk and have fun all day. Like there's like a chat going on, like, and we both talk over there, and it's very fun to talk.
Okay.
Yeah. So like the
So
Discord.
like I can send a link over here.
Okay,
Yeah,
lovely.
but
Yeah, sorry, Nia. Yeah.
just a thing, you need to download the app Discord and sign in, so that you can do that to enter. And yeah, then if you just give the number or something to someone, and we can like send you it through WhatsApp. Yeah, and there was another question from Neha.
Yes, there was. The question is, we do have a few parents around us, so they could answer, or all of you could also help.
Yeah.
Neha, she says, what is the duration of support required from parents as they are working parents? So, and also, do you think any minimum age group, like is it too early for 5 years old? Neha, for that, no, because I'm unschooling my 3.5 years old daughter. So we began the journey as early as 2, and that's how the tribe came in being. So no, there's no age group. It's when you're ready. I think the child is ready to walk with you. But yeah, rest these.
I think parent support is kind of needed. So yes, a little bit of that. Just because you're working, you don't have to give like the whole support. You can give like a little, and then just encourage your child to be independent, and then you go up, and then they go up with you. So it's just a little support that they need to go higher.
Right, Nia, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say the fact that parent support depends from child to child. For me, I need my parents' support with my studies just a bit. For my sister, she needs it more than me. So you have to work this out in the initial period with your child, and understand how much they need you. Like if you're for me, I was already taught to do all my homework when I was in school myself, so I didn't really need it that much. For my sister, she always needed my mom's support to do her academics. So that is why the whole thing, it depends from child to child. You need to work it out with your child to understand that.
Right. Also, if I may,
Nia, can you repeat the name of the academy you just told? Some academy or something like that.
Some academy for what? I didn't.
You were just talking something and you told something about academy or something.
No, I think you must have misheard me. Academics.
Academy.
I said academics. I said academics, as in
Okay,
key studies.
okay, chalega.
okay. So also, is Anupama or Kiran around? If you would like to take this question on as parents. Kiran, are you there?
Yeah, could you repeat the question?
Yes. So it's basically that we are working parents. So how much support do we need to give our kids, or how can we kind of work around that?
Yeah, I think the kids themselves answered it so beautifully. I'm pleasantly surprised with their answer. And it is an individual, unique, equation which we are talking about with that. And it depends on every parent and child equation as well. So, what exactly the parents' working times are, what exactly the child needs are, what is the kind of support system they have at home. So, all this will come into play. And that being said, I think when you really have that calling from within ki yaar bas karna hai, so then we can work around things. It is possible. That's what I would like to say.
Cool. Thank you. And also, just let me see. Okay, so do you, as unschoolers or homeschoolers, do you have your own personal mobiles and gadgets? And how do you kind of divide your time or spend your time on the technology, with the technology? The question.
Yeah. I don't know about all. Yeah, Danya, you could say. Okay,
Danya, do you want to say something? Okay.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, yeah. So
Go ahead. Danya may join in later.
yeah, okay. I don't know about every homeschooler and unschooler, but majority that I know of have their own gadgets. So even yeah, like we have our own gadgets, and to keep a track of that, there is an app called Family Link by Google, and the parents can see like track the time of the time spent on certain apps or time spent on the uh, mobile. So you can download that app and you can set a lock. So my dad used to have that, because for a certain period of time I actually got obsessed with it, that I used to be on my mobile till 1 o'clock. So my dad put a lock on my phone which shuts it down by 11 o'clock. So it shuts down automatically, so they cannot open it. And it is you can control that. So if you want to keep it like that, you can download the Family Link app.
Right, that's also an option, and where also I know of parents who just let their kids be, and I know
Yeah.
these gamers where they're on and on for, if I can correctly say, for an unlimited period of time, and they control and schedule their day and night accordingly. Yes.
Nia,
Yes, Riyansh.
I had a question. I had a question that she told about the app Google Family Link for parents. So in that app, do we have to install the app on the parents' phone and on the
Yeah,
children's
both.
phone?
uh, the Family Link manager will be downloaded on the parents app, and then it will tell you the instructions on how to go about it. And Danya wanted to actually say something to the
Yes, Danya, go ahead. I've not muted you. You can unmute yourself. It's not happening.
She's not able to unmute.
Okay, let me just check. Uh,
Yeah, you had put this thing called the host is not allowing participants to mute them.
Oh,
Unmute
I
them, yeah.
didn't do that. Anyway, it's okay. Carry on. Yeah, might have been.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you want to talk about the technology.
Yeah. So when it comes to gadgets, it sometimes becomes a little over exaggerated, in the sense that you do it too much, but the limitations should be there. Like for example, in my case, like, there are times where you have to put a break or make a schedule and define the hours of the gadgets. So making a daily schedule is kind of something that will help, like TV time or gadget time or something like that. In a phone, if you have a phone, laptop, a tab, whatever, any gadget.
Yeah.
I have a phone, but yeah, you should have that limitation. You cannot just do it the whole day and then just like do nothing. There's supposed to be a limitation, like she said, maybe a family app or something like that limits the amount of screen time. There are a lot of reasons that you should not have too much screen time, is like your eyes, your everything like that. And the screen and all that, even if you're watching something, the ears kind of get tired of listening to the same thing, and it needs a break. So maybe the scheduling, like after TV I will study, maybe after TV I will rest, so after TV I will do this, after TV I'll watch, eat something. So that break and the the span of how much you're doing it is something that parents need to limit. So yeah.
Yeah, one more thing I just wanted to add was the fact that even if you don't, even if the parent does not put like a app or like a controlled manner on this, the children should be educated enough to know that the time they even have on their gadget should be used productively as it can. I know sometimes you just pick up your mobile for the entertainment purposes of seeing a pointless cat video, but don't always watch a cat video. You can use your gadget to be more efficient. Like I use my gadgets to, because I'm helping her to multiple things. I use my gadget to organize that stuff and more. So use it as kids should know to use it as productively as possible, rather than just something to be taken as granted or something like that.
Okay, great. Thank you. Suma wants to know and hear. So Sumedh, I'm going to put you there. Who have no limit on use gadgets. So what are your opinion or options available?
What? Like, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Well, what little I know of you and the other people in the gang, you do have a free flow of being on the gadgets or staying connected with each other.
Yes,
So
same with
yes.
mine.
how do you feel about that? Do you feel there should be a limit, or do you work without a limit, and how does it work well for you?
I think there shouldn't be like a like a stop point. No stop point. Like it's like the ones who wish to do it. I I feel that the one wish to go to really for like hours and hours and hours. It's fine for me.
Otherwise, if they put a limit, then we'll try to just rebel everything that they do. We'll
Yeah.
So here, do you also kind of absolutely free flow?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are no limits, there are no timings, there is no scheduling. So I think each one kind of differs here, and
Yeah.
whatever works
Yeah,
for
there's
you,
no limit. Like for
there's no
me,
limit.
for me.
Okay, here there's no limit for you too. So how do you take care of your eyes and tiredness and health, and when it comes to that?
If my mom thinks that I'm doing it
Uh,
too much, then she'll just like, here, stop it, and I stop it.
And then you stop it, so you do listen.
Yeah, we listen to our moms.
Ashika auntie, Dania wanted to say something.
Okay. So I don't want to mute her, so I don't know how that is happening, but I shall unmute.
We can't hear you, Dania. Stop shouting.
Why are you muting me? I'm getting
Nobody is.
I didn't
I
mute you.
think
I'm not doing it.
Priyansh is muting you.
is not allowing.
I am not muting you.
Okay,
You
Okay, all right.
Sumedh.
All right, let's hear her. Let's hear her out. Yes, Danya.
So, sometimes, as you said, that the eyes thing, like the part, how you take care of yourself and, don't actually affect any of your health, is like to take certain measures. I know that, okay, fine, no time limits and all that. But even if a person is just watching TV the whole day, your eyes and your ears are going to hurt because of the thing that is coming. And even if you stop it, if by say you've been watching from 6 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the night, you stop the laptop there, it keeps playing in your mind. Sometimes what happens to people is it actually plays in their mind the same thing continuously, whatever you've been watching. And that is not good for you. It's
Like a
just not
tape
good for
recorder.
you. So what you can do is, even if you're planning to watch something like a movie night or anything, you should be taking, like, what I do generally for me is, once I watch like many episodes of Netflix, I take a pause. Like, I take 5 minutes and I just get myself calmed down a little, and then I start watching again. So taking breaks now kind of helps in the things that you don't over exaggerate it like that. You can just take some like pauses and then do that. So that's what I think is
So here, do you do that? I mean, do you take pauses, or it's like a non-stop, unending?
To the point I get bored of watching the same thing for hours on end, and I feel like doing something else, so I do something else.
Okay.
Same over here. Like when I
Here,
get bored.
I would like to add something as a mother
Yes.
of a person who who is on his Minecraft or other gadgets on all the time. The more I say don't see, or if whenever we do a schedule, we tried even scheduling it like, okay, 1.5 hours in the morning, and then which never worked for both my kids. My younger one is 6.5 years old, and whenever I give this sort of a schedule, or we actually we I don't give it, we come to a consensus actually, and this schedule is made. What happens is, they are the whole day they are only focused on that 1.5 hours, and they're waiting for the next schedule to come, and they start pleading, can we do half an hour more and all those things. So rest of the thinking or the processes of whatever their brain stops doing, and the only focus is on when is my next period. So but when it's given to them without any outside influence of don't see, or and it's unlimited for them and it's their choice and they make the choice, I also say it in my younger child that he may start the day with his gadget, but there is a time he chooses to put it away and indulges in many other creative games which otherwise would be just lost, because he would be always pleading me for his gadget. Same thing with Sumed also. There are times where he doesn't play. He just maybe he's watching some informatory video and thinking about it, taking care of his plants, and maybe playing with his brother. But so when I took out my influence, all this could happen. Otherwise, it would be only single track mind about when is my gadget time. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you.
Yes, true. I think that's what he has said, that if you're going to put blocks on us, we're just simply going to rebel. So it's as simple as that. So
Yeah.
it's your choice. Yes, Nia.
Yeah, I actually just one thing I wanted to add was the fact that he sometimes the kid himself realizes that, oh my god, I didn't do my studies at all. Like, oh my god, I was supposed to complete this project, I didn't do it. You yourself feel bad. You yourself are like, "Hey, why didn't I do this? I should have done this." You yourself hit that realization, and it happens way faster than most parents think. Most parents think that it will just last till the whole day, and then they might think that oh this they oh that. No, it happens really fast. Like for me, if I spent max 2 hours in on a show, rewatching a show, I would afterwards be like, "Ki, wait, I was supposed to do this. Okay, okay, let's do this." So you now most times the time limit is not needed. And could you please unmute Danya?
Yeah, I'm doing it, but it's not working from here. So it's
Wait,
probably
I'll try. I'll
okay.
try.
All right. So yes, what I hear is self-regulation is the best regulation. Yeah, when you feel, as Hia also said,
Why am I getting muted every 2 minutes?
it's the discipline
Because
that's
you are
coming in.
muting
Somebody
yourself.
is muting me. The moment I go on mute, it shows the host has disabled participants to unmute themselves, and I just cannot unmute myself. I have
Okay.
to start like showing actions to unmute myself.
Don't worry, we're all here. We're all here.
Just
So, but
keep
yeah,
muting so that
yes.
you know when
Okay.
I need to.
But
Sure, you wanted to say something, right?
participants are allowed to unmute themselves.
Okay, Danya, you wanted to say something?
What? Again muted?
Okay. All right. Danya, do you want to just probably type in, because if I think most of the questions are we've kind of taken them on.
Okay,
And
I got it. Somebody sent
okay.
me a request and I got it.
All right. So Danya, we'll probably wrap it once you have shared, or do you have anything?
No, I
Okay.
don't have any. Yeah.
Okay, so Suma is asking, I think we'll keep this as the last question, Suma. Do you miss any part of being in school?
Kind of, little bit. Like,
yeah? Okay, what part?
The friends part. You know, when you have your friends, the shows, the school. It's not like school is completely bad, but you know, the friends, your friends, my old friends, my school friends, the way the workshops they would do and all that. And this time my mom got called in for some workshop random, and I'm like meeting up with my old friends, and I'm like, wait, I have completely forgotten about them. And that part now kind of makes me want to go back to school. It's like I asked my mom, okay, can we go to school for one day? And then it's just not possible. But you know, sometimes I kind of wish I can go to school. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I also miss my teachers weirdly. I don't know why.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
like for me the
I
same.
didn't necessarily hate school. It was fun, but I prefer unschooling. But I do
Okay.
miss school.
Okay.
Yeah, like for me, the like again, call me a nerd. I missed my teachers more than I missed my friends. I missed my library teacher who made me the only student allowed to access her laptop, and just because I used to do certain things like help arrange the library or something. I miss my dance teachers who finally gave me a chance to be on the spotlight or something. And yeah, I miss my teachers more than I miss the other parts of the school. But when I hear stuff from my other friends who are still going to school, and how the pressure of all the activities and all the studies, I'm like, it was uh, win or lose thing, but I'm okay not going to school.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
Nia is kind of right. When they say that, like, my friends have to write 5 pages to 10 pages of writing every day, and I'm like, oh my god, it's not worth it. I'm just happy the way I am. So there's some part that says, okay, I wish you could go to school, and there's some part that says, nah, it's not worth it. I don't think I should go, because, like, literally, the moment my mom told them they are doing 10 pages of English writing, I was like, please, no, I am not. It's not worth it. I am not going to school writing 10 pages of Hindi, 10 pages of English, and all that. So I was like, okay, I am kind of, happy the way I am, but yeah, there's a little part that wants to sneak away to. So yeah.
True, true that. So, Spider Man, I'll bring you in here because Dhyan still goes to school. तो ध्यान आपको सबसे अच्छा क्या लगता है स्कूल में अभी?
मुझे स्कूल में सबसे अच्छा मुझे सबसे अच्छा स्केटिंग पीरियड लगता है.
स्केटिंग पीरियड लगता है. और आपके फ्रेंड्स और
मतलब
आपके फ्रेंड्स अच्छे, आप उनके साथ स्केटिंग करते हो या अदर और चीजें करते हो? तो अगर चलेगा आपको अगर आप स्कूल से निकल जाओ और घर पे बैठो तो?
स्केटिंग.
हाँ, तो आपको आपके फ्रेंड्स के साथ रहना अच्छा लगता है? आप मिस करोगे? नहीं करोगे. So yes, I think probably what we hear from everybody is that those connections, bonds जो बाहर भी बनते हैं, we have created online, various online platforms like the Tween Teen Tribe is also right here. That's how we found each other, through the Tween Teen Tribe. And so there are various platforms that we kind of meet, connect, and do things together. But also due to this COVID period, I think हम लोग बाहर ज़्यादा नहीं जा पा रहे हैं. We're not able to step out and meet people in physical presence. So that's also, the time right now is a little hard on all of us.
It's kind of like feeling like, oh my god, I want to break out of my house and just get out of the road like that.
Yeah.
And you feel good. It's not like you are suffocated or anything, but you kind of feel like that, because like, I have not been able to go down because my mom's like, you cannot go down to play because this has happened, and our building doesn't even allow it. And
Right.
then in my mind, I'm like, I just feel like I want to go and play the physical activity and everything. But the bright side is I do like jump around in my house, so they have to deal with that.
Great, and that's what Kajri is asking. That how do you deal with your physical fitness part? That's taken care of.
Actually, what you can do, the smallest things like yoga, or maybe something like some running around, some indoor games.
I still have
This is a very nice thing I saw on the internet. That it was really nice. That there's one person. It has to stand over there, and you set a timer. You say go, and you have to run around your house watering every single plant you have. And I'm like, okay, my god, this is really nice, and you can water around your plants. You're giving water to them for the whole day, and you're running around and exercising, which is kind of cool.
Like I for my physical thing, my mom and dad are really emphasize on that a lot, because both of them are into sports. Both of them used to do basketball and badminton. So now that we cannot play basketball and badminton, I just sit at home, do Zumba, do exercises. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sorry, Riansh. Just a minute. Here wanted to say something. So let
Yeah.
me just complete that and then I'll come back to you.
I still go to classes just because unschooling doesn't mean you don't go to classes, right? So you can still take swimming and karate classes or something like that.
Absolutely. So you do follow karate. You've been
Yeah.
practicing that, right? And do you want to talk about a little
About what?
about karate as to when and how? So it's been quite some time, or is it
It's
been a
been
recent?
8 years since I've been
8 years.
doing karate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Lovely. So you, what you're saying is enrolling in classes still is an option that we
Yeah.
have, even though
Yeah.
if we're at home. Yeah.
There's another
Hello.
question.
Yes, Riansh. Sorry. Let's bring in Riansh. He's been waiting patiently. Yeah, Riansh.
Someone asked in the chat about how about physical fitness part that's taken care of in school.
Yeah.
So even though I'm in school,
Yes.
on my part, my mom makes me exercise every day in the morning. So if that can be done every with everyone, like who is unschooling, then it can't be a problem. Like it can't be a
Right.
problem.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
another language
Yes,
for
we want to
language
get.
there was.
Yeah. We coming on that. So yes, that's a good perspective, Riansh, coming from a school-going individual. Hopefully soon to, move over. And Anaya says she likes to follow Cosmic Kids Yoga YouTube channel, so that's how she keeps her fitness and the physical abilities going. Yes, Danya.
Okay, so I wanted to just say one thing. During the
Yeah.
lockdown, like we were talking about the lockdown and all that. So that time, you get a lot of boredom. So I'll share what I like to do later, but you guys can share in what you guys do to keep yourself entertained during the lockdown, because during the lockdown you can't actually go and do anything. So what do you guys do throughout the day to keep yourself entertained? So
Okay, all right. So before that, Danya, we have Natasha asking all of you that what about the languages? Do you take up new languages by yourself, or like school does make it mandatory to have a third language, right?
Yeah, for that I also have one. Is me and my family are doing Spanish together. It is always nice to learn a new language as something that was actually my mom's New Year's resolution. Not going so not it wasn't going so well, but now we are picking that back up again, and it is going pretty good. We do it through a YouTube channel called Cultural Alley, which teaches like video to video. It teaches you stuff. So we have recently only started it, but it is good. You can find a lot of websites on the internet. You can find a lot of things. So it is pretty easy to learn a new language.
Okay, so again, what you're suggesting is that, again, it's a family support. If you wish to, or if the family also kind of enrolls in it as an unschooling family, we can do it together, So it has to come from within if you feel the need to learn something new, right? Yeah, that's great. Here, do you want to say something?
No, not right now. Yeah, I can let.
shall I share?
Yeah, just a minute, Danya. Anaya is saying that my mom teaches her, me, and some more kids Punjabi reading and writing. So she's learned Hindi, Marathi by listening to people around her. And of course, your if a mom is teaching Punjabi, then it's happening in the environment. It's your what you speak in and what you kind of connect with. Since she's in Pune, so it'll be a lot of Marathi also, right?
Yes.
Yes, Danya.
Yeah. So for me, the language learning is something like I like to do. Maybe something like I signed up recently for this course of sign language. So I actually learned to speak to the deaf and blind.
Right.
Now, when you so learning some languages that are kind of helping others is also something that is good, like speaking to deaf and blind. So sometime, I don't know when in your life, where in your life, you might just find a deaf and blind person who wants something from a street, and maybe you have to understand them because you don't know their language. So if you learn languages like that, also can be very useful. I also learn, like, I don't learn pretty much a lot, but when my dad speaks to, say, his cousin or something like that, they're Gujarati. So I kind of pick up the language, but I started forgetting it. And the only time I could kind of speak a lot more is when my mom had gone there, and in our house continuously my dad and my daddy were talking in Gujarati. So you just keep picking up the words, and I can just speak Gujarati. But if my mom is there, they're only speaking in English to them or in Hindi, whatever.
Absolutely.
And so you have less picking up. But when there's a person who's continuously speaking Gujarati in your house, you just pick up the whole language. I also speak Bengali with my mom through the day. So yeah, I think for me those are the languages.
Okay, lovely. So
I learned it from Duolingo, like apps like Duolingo and stuff.
Sorry, I didn't get that here.
I learned it from apps like Duolingo or something.
Okay. But that comes from within, or is it like, do you need it somewhere so you go and learn it?
Yeah, if I'm traveling to some new country or some place, then I can just learn it. Or if I want to give an exam of that, then.
Right. Okay. Great. So, though we've covered a lot about NIOS, but Rupal had, posed this question a while back, that how does an unschooler prepare for NIOS? So, if we could,
Yeah.
a quick, brief version of that.
Okay. For NIOS, you first go on the website, you register. You can even contact a few teachers if you know who are associated with NIOS, like how my mom did. You have to just enroll in the program. You need to enroll for that board. Then you can either download their books, or you can order those books. Right now, so it's download because quarantine. Anyway, so you just download them, you learn, and then you just have to consult. You need to just start consulting somebody from the NIOS branch. You can either call their helpline or something, and you can see nearest hallmark for your hallmark, where is nearest place you can give your exams, when is your exam happening, and which day what are you giving. So yeah.
Okay, sounds good, feels good, and I think the website in itself is self-explanatory. So there is a lot that is there.
A website can be a bit difficult to handle because it has lot of stuff in it. In the one first page only, it has so many stuff. It can be a bit overwhelming, but when you really start reading it and calmly reading it, you can understand a lot about it.
Okay, great. So unless we have any more questions from the audience or elsewhere, I think, are we good to go, or do we have something more for each other?
I had asked something earlier.
Yes, ask Tanya.
Yeah, so which is I'll share my point of view, and then you can continue.
Sure.
So during the lockdown, during the lockdown,
you speak.
okay, so during the lockdown, what does everybody actually do to keep themselves entertained? Now, some things that I can probably suggest, or what I do, is things like signing up for courses, like small courses. That I picked this 6-week course, actually 1 month course, and that kept me entertained throughout the month. Why? The course had assignments. It was from iNature Watch. The course has assignments. The course has video lectures. The course has things, and now I've obviously passed that test. I am certified now, and it was of a butterfly course. So I've signed up for kitchen gardening. Now I'm gardening every day. Now all of those small little things are actually something that keep me entertained throughout the day. So does anybody else know what they do?
For me, it would be for quarantine. I keep myself busy with a lot of stuff. I started a stitching project of mine. I'm making sort of like a flag,
Nice.
a pride flag, and Yeah, and I am also helping out with multiple other stuff. Like I am helping out with the tribe stuff if it ever comes up. I'm helping out with the Pitara, another thing, another organization like with that. So there are multiple things. So I do most of my stuff online. So I keep myself busy online. Riyansh wanted to say something.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yes, I had one question. I noticed it now. Where did Sumedra just disappear?
No, he had to leave. He had another session. So yeah, he informed and left. Yes, he didn't disappear.
And
Yes.
ma'am, you were telling something in the between, and your voice wasn't coming. Something about good to go or something like that. I couldn't hear what you were telling.
She
No,
was just
we'll
saying like a last question. Like
yes. So we'll just take up this Danya's as a last closing, kind of sharing, and then we will be good to go, I guess.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, Riyansh, you want to say something, or here do you want to share in first?
Yeah. I play music now. I'm learning guitar. I'm learning keyboard. I'm learning how to write lyrics also, and I'm fostering kittens.
Oh wow.
They're inside if you want to see them.
Yeah, I would love to see them.
Lovely. We have a lot of music people on board. I'm liking that. So that's good to know. Great. Riyansh, do you want to say something? What keeps you busy in these COVID times? Your online classes?
No, my half of the time my online classes only keep me busy, but then I'll keep doing my stuff, electronics and all that stuff.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes I even cook just like Sumedh.
Wow.
So
Good to know.
I am never free, in fact, because of this online classes.
Right. Yes. Fair enough. Anaya, can we have your last words, please?
I'll be there on behalf of Anaya. I
Okay.
think she was done with her screen time and
All right.
being around. So I said I'll fill in for her.
Okay.
She's been really busy this lockdown. In fact, so many times I find her engrossed with her Lego building complicated pieces. Or right now, while we were chatting, she made this rubber band because I was looking for one, and she
Oh, wow.
was working on her loom band set, so she made this for me. So, and then she recently ordered a hot glue gun, and she's going so crazy with it, doing so many kind of things with it.
once you get
So
a
yeah,
hot glue gun, there is no going back.
seriously,
Exactly, you can make anything
songs
you
are
want.
suddenly
I had two
coming
of
out
them
of
back at
head.
Pune, and now because my stuff is stuck there because of the lockdown, I also ordered one more. So now, if my stuff comes from Pune, there will be three hot
Wow.
glue guns in total.
Same was with me when I was in Indore. All my stuff was in Mumbai. So the Indore, I was just spending all my time on Netflix. I got bored of that too.
That also happens. Right, absolutely. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. It's been a lovely, lovely, lovely evening. And knowing each one of you, hearing your stories, your sharings, and I hope we've kind of, reached out to many more people and kids who aspire to join in or to jump into homeschooling or unschooling can, uh, can be brave enough to take or make that decision now. Yeah. Yes,
I just had
Riyansh. Sorry. Yeah.
no, I just had one request. Can everybody come on their screen so that I can take a photo?
Okay, sure. Who isn't on the screen?
Anaya, I'll just call out
Tanya.
to Anaya. Will you give me 2 minutes?
Yeah. Just everybody who's in the Zoom meeting, just come together. I wanted a quick photo of everybody.
Bye. What?
Why?
Dania really doesn't know what's going on.
Tanya, she's taking a picture.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, wait. We'll just wait for
Naya
Anaya to
is
come.
coming. Yes.
So
So a lot of people are saying thank you, since we are also on Facebook, the Tribe page. So people are saying thank you, good information, very nicely explained. Good to hear you all. So yeah, it was a fun evening.
Wait, 2 seconds. I'll just. Yep. Okay. So say cheese in 3, 2, 1.
Cheese.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Have fun till we meet again. So tomorrow we can meet for the session, right? The Sunday session.
Yes.
Nia? All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Which
Great.
session?
Okay. Bye.
Tomorrow is about clay miniatures.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
All right.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so
Bye.
much, all of you.
Bye.
Thanks, Sia.
I'm starving.
Let's go and eat. See you, Anaya. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.